Oh, we know about these.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
And this is what we do well. So you heard me rattle on about the pinions. What's on your bench, guys? It's the middle of winter. And I'm about to give this a birthday.
It's the middle of winter here, but for Mr.
You're in America.
Mr. Arizona,
he's out there playing with them.
He'd be warming up.
He's out there warming up. He's playing with them.
Yeah.
This is a YZ-10. Now you would know, everybody, I assume, would know this car. It's quite infamous. This is a TFG sundae.
The ice cream sundae car.
Ice cream sundae car.
Which is, I like the fact that people are polarized by this one. Most people really like it, and some absolutely detest it because it's not a conventional paint job by any means.
But that's what
that's how I do things.
That's why you do things like this, isn't it? Because you have the skill set and the talent and the creativity to go, you know what? I've never painted an ice cream sundae.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Now I have.
You have.
That's how most of my paint job. I see something and I go, how can I reproduce that?
That's right. Well, whoops. We'll have a little look on the overhead for those of you who may not have seen it. Let's get a focus on there. Here you go. Have a look at the level of detail. We have got waffle
cone down the bottom.
Yeah, waffle cone texture into the paintwork. And then we've got our strawberry sundae.
Yeah. And
we've got a bit of chocolate sauce. Hey?
And a bit of cream on top.
A bit of cream on top.
And sprinkles.
And sprinkles.
And sprinkles. Don't forget the sprinkles.
I love it. This car did race and contend at VB5.
Yeah.
4? I forget now. Which one are we up to this year? 5?
Yeah.
5 this year? Last year was 4. I should have the sticker on there to remember. Oh, I do.
I haven't entered, but I've booked my accommodation for 2 days.
I don't think entries are out yet.
No, that's why. That's why I haven't entered. But I've made the commitment and I'm actually going to race.
And I can't wait.
For the first time.
For the first time.
So,
well, this is going to get a rebuild.
Yep.
And get ready to go. So I'm going to get a rebuild. Berserk, Paul Sims of Berserk sent me some carbon fiber goodness.
Sir Paul of Sims.
Yep, last year. Berserk RC sent me a carbon fiber shock towers, top deck, and chassis.
Yeah. And
servo mount. So this is going to get the full Berserk treatment. Team Cayote have also put their hand up and said we would love to be part of this build. Yep. So it's going to have a RS120.
120?
RS1.
You need a 120?
Nope. RS120 and a 17.5 in there.
Yep. That'll be weapon.
That's going to be weapon.
That'll be like the equivalent of back in the day of like a 10-turn brush motor. Yeah.
It should go well.
It's going to fly.
It's going to go well. So looking forward to it. And I actually want to bring out the 870C bodywork.
Yep.
I want to race this one. Like I want to do a bit of racing or practicing before then. But I think for the bash, I really want to use the other body. I really am quite attached to the other body. And it's a shame to just see it in the cabinet. It deserves to be on the track.
Yeah.
But that chassis is
all
crap.
the time people say, oh, you can't run those bodies. Yeah, I can.
Can.
Yeah, that's what I do them for.
And that's right. And they will definitely run. Like you know, and doing a club off-road bodies, particularly touring car bodies are different, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty disposable. But off-road bodies, they can last for years.
They last because the only
your wing,
trouble,
shock
your
tower.
Wing, the shock tower, you just get a bit of rubbish up here.
Sometimes. But it's going to bounce like that, right?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And the under tray, you can see that it's all been used.
Yep.
So looking forward to a fresh fit out and rebuild ahead of VB5.
This isn't vintage.
This is not vintage. This is brand new. And you've seen it pretty much on every week for like the last 6 weeks because I have been rattling on about this thing. This is the Team Yokomo R2.0. In collaboration again with Cayote, they've been a big part of this build. We've got the RS80 21.5. And when it hits the track, these are, funnily enough, what I would refer to as car park tires because they're old racing tires, which I wouldn't use on track. But I did, in fact, use it at the car park at Hobbyman last week.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it was hooked up and dialed.
Oh.
I don't know. I wasn't racing anybody, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
No, it gave me a good, it gave me a really good feel for actually, I was playing around with some of the speedy settings, just like driving up and down and around and then play with the speeding set just to see what it sounded like, how it felt. A lot's going to be a lot different in racing things, but just to gauge the adjustments and how they were feeling, as well as setting the trim. And I did a video on dialing it in on which will be in production. So I put it on the setup station. I get the front toe and cambers right, and dial in the endpoints on the radio, as well as the Team Cayote program box. So yeah, so check that out. This is going to hit the track very soon. I can't wait.